All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Q&A live stream number 110. It is approximately 9:39 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is Thursday, February 4th, 2021. So again, the closing list did come out today for all of the Sears and Kmart stores. I did make a video about it today, and we're gonna actually go over a little bit of that today as well. So I did try Streamlabs. It's very confusing. I'm gonna have to play around with it for a couple days. But I'm gonna use StreamYard because it's just easier to use right now, and I'd rather not play around with it. Um, it's also very late at night, and I've had quite a long day. So we'll do a quick stream. We'll probably go for about an hour like yesterday. And yeah, so hello, Dylan G. Jesus. Hi, Mohammed Sonic Boom, and hello, Nicola Solar. How are you? Um, so no really major retail news today. The only really major retail news was Sears, of course. Sears literally made headlines today. Uh, with those stores closing. Just trying to see. Wow, United Airlines is laying off 3,899 workers. Wow. Um, Yeah, this is probably going to be a quick live stream. I might just do this for 10 minutes since there's not a lot of people watching. Um, but yeah, again, I do apologize if I was playing around with a little bit with the stream labs. It's very hard to do for me. I'm gonna have to play around with it for a couple days. So yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be a quick live stream anyway. Like I said, there's not really that much to talk about, so I'll probably go for 10 minutes. And if we don't have anyone else on the stream in the next 10 minutes, I'll probably just get off for the night at this point. I do have a very long day tomorrow, too. Saturday, I have to get some stuff done because then obviously the Super Bowl is Sunday. So I want to make sure to get all my important stuff for my academics done before next week. So. Yeah, sorry, Elevators of Steel City by Otis Elevator Fan 102. I had some technical difficulties with Streamlabs, so we're just sticking with this for tonight. Okay. So there is some people joining. Okay. Hello, Elevators of Steel City by Otis Elevator Fan 102. How are you? Hello, Ultra Eric. How are you? Um, but yeah, the official Sears and Kmart closing list is out. I actually did a Google Docs on it. I'm sure everyone in the stream has seen the video. It's quite a significant list. It's actually doing really good, like view wise. Lots of people are viewing it because there's no really official list. It's kind of scattered. So I figured, you know what? Let me what's it called? Let me get an official list out there. So again, if anybody did not see the list for the Sears and Kmart stores that are closing, you will be able to click this link directly in the stream, and it will direct you to that Google Doc. And on that Google Doc, you can see all of the Sears and Kmart stores that are closing. I compiled a list together, and those are all the stores that are closing. Because the problem is with the media having all these articles out, it's some of the stores are closing. Um, some of them aren't. You can just copy and paste pretty much. Yeah. You should be able to get in now. It's under sharing. So literally, Command C, Command V that, or if you have a PC, Control C, Control V. and you'll see all the stores that are closing. So you'll be able to see the closing list. So it's a pretty big list of stores that are closing. So actually, hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, okay. Mic is not plugged in. Okay. Editing. Okay. All right. So my apologies. This link should now work. You should be able to view the link now. Let me know if the link works now. Yeah, but not around the New York City area, at least. Yes, the Lord and Taylor in Bala Cynwyd is closing. What's it called? The Lord and Taylor store in Bala Cynwyd is closing by what's it called? I'm sorry. They're redeveloping the Lord and Taylor in Bala Cynwyd. They're completely knocking down the historical 1955 building built by Associated Dry Goods, and they're putting up a new town center with retail and shops on the bottom and apartments on the top. The link is the Sears and Kmart stores that began liquidation sales today and will be closing by Sunday, April 18th, 2021. Yeah, 1,100 feet per minute for a 33-floor Kona EcoDisc. That is pretty insane. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, that was at the JW Marriott in Indianapolis. That's pretty cool. Oh, congratulations, Mohammed Sonic Boom, on 900 subscribers. I'm pretty good, Scorch. How are you? Yes, Sears Green Acres Mall is closing. 3 places it's confirmed. There's now an article, jobs.sears.com, and SB360, which SB360 is the liquidators liquidating the Sears stores. Yeah, 2 different liquidation companies that are liquidating stores, but SB360 is responsible for liquidating the Sears and Roebuck stores and the Kmart stores, while Hilco Merchants is responsible for liquidating Century 21 stores, which Century 21 they're done with, and Lord and Taylor is going to be done within the next 3 weeks. It'll be I think a week or 2 after the Super Bowl. Which, by the way, guys, the Super Bowl is this Sunday. Yes, I will be watching. I won't be streaming on here. Just a very small get together with close family within one of my immediate households. So I'm being smart about that. So. I'm pretty good. It's the G-Man. Thank you for asking. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been so busy with school, I haven't been able to get around to it, unfortunately. Yeah, Sears at Green Acres is closing, which means Sears at Sunrise Mall in Massapequa, New York is the last Sears and Roebuck on Long Island after that one closes. I mean, there's still going to be fans. Okay, yeah, there's not going to be fans packed in the stadium, but there's still going to be fans in the stadiums. Oh, really? Big time. Well, wow, 33 floors. Yeah, I could see why your ears would pop. My ears always pop all the time if I ever go into like Penn Station on the train. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Tom Brady can do on Sunday. Yeah, Sears Dulles Town Center is closing, believe it or not. That's the last one in the state of Virginia.
So, but yeah. Oh yeah. So we do have an update on Century 21. They wait. What is this video file? Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that StreamYard didn't add that. No, no new status on that. Nothing really is going on with American Dream at the moment. Yes, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine will be getting FDA approval within a couple of weeks. It'll be the third vaccine candidate, I believe. Let's go ahead and actually share Century 21's website because I want to show you guys they actually updated the website. It is offline. However, they were able to update it. It does have the little cute little power button. Let's go ahead and go there. So pretty much this is it. This is what you get on the front of Century 21's website. It says thank you. You know, obviously the same message that has been up there since December 7th, 2020. It says thank you to our loyal customers. Thank you for your continued support and patronage. And finally, Lord & Taylor's website was updated as well. Check this Google search. Oh, check back soon. I swear they updated it. Hold on. Maybe not. But anyways, yeah, that's Lord & Taylor's website. So. Well. The U.S. Steel's Tower high-rise elevators, which are a 62-floor Schindler ID, got 1,050 feet per minute. My ears popped even harder on those things. Well, I'm not surprised. I hope so. I'd imagine by the summer we'll definitely defeat the pandemic. No doubt about that. What happened to Sears behind Rego Park? It became IKEA in Queens. Me too. Well, so the thing is, Hilco Merchants is still in the process of liquidating 19 Lord & Taylors. Yes, we went down from 20 to 19 thanks to the Bollikenwood store closing early. So Hilco is still liquidating, but there's not really that much left. The last time I walked through a Lord & Taylor was actually last Saturday in the Paramus one. Yes, the only town in the United States of America to have two Lord & Taylor stores is the borough of Paramus, New Jersey, with Lord & Taylor at Westfield Garden State Plaza and the Fashion Center Mall. Now, I have not been to Fashion Center since September, but I did visit Lord & Taylor at Westfield Garden State Plaza. It is very depressing inside. Barely any merchandise left. Like if you go, like it's mixed. That store is a mixed bag. So it's some merchandise is on the first floor and some merchandise is on the second floor. The fixtures are spread out. The rug department that Hilco brought in is on the first floor of that store, while Willowbrook's rug department is on the second floor. It's really interesting of how they did it. But I knew once the rugs came in, yeah, that's pretty much the end for the stores. And obviously Century 21 went out. Yeah, and I went to both in New Jersey. I had to make every effort to try and get to Morristown. But the good news is I was able to get there because my friend wanted to, I don't know, we wanted to go drive one day. So, but I got to both. I got to Century 21 at Paramus at the Alex Bergen Town Center and the store in downtown Morristown. So, yeah, that's the last public Schindler MT in the mall. There's one other Schindler MT on the property, and that's in the mall management office. But yeah, that's the last Schindler MT. The JCPenney Schindler MTs are pretty much gone. The Best Buy one is probably never going to be used again, and the Lord & Taylor will never be used again. Not necessarily. They're still working on the JCPenney space. Just because Lord & Taylor's leaving the mall doesn't mean that Westfield is going to look into expanding the mall. So we don't know what's going to happen with that space. Correct. Yeah, Century 21. Century 21 would have if COVID-19 did not happen, we would have Century 21. We would have had Century 21 American Dream. We would have had Century 21 Staten Island, and we very well would have had Century 21 Roosevelt Field. But all those locations are scrapped because the company closed December 6th, with Bergen Town Center closing the 5th. That's an exception because of the blue laws in Bergen County, which prevents all non-essential retailers from operating on a Sunday. Yeah, I filmed a couple of Sears stores in New Jersey. I'm still waiting on the Jersey City announcement, and they have not yet announced that one. I do have some news in regards to, believe it or not, and this is going to actually sound really crazy. So Hudson's Bay wants to separate Saks Fifth Avenue from Saks.com. I mean, it is just getting so stupid with Saks now. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. Yeah, no. If Century 21 wasn't hit by the pandemic, they could have expanded. You're right about that. No, I don't think so. How will Willowbrook do without Lord & Taylor? So it still has a Macy's going for it, and it still has a Bloomingdale's. Although, in the long run, Bloomingdale's could very well close Willowbrook. The reason? You got Riverside about 20 minutes east, and does Bloomingdale's really need a store in Passaic County? Now, I don't know. Maybe they want it there because of the blue laws. But I don't really see Bloomingdale's at Willowbrook in the future. I don't know. It could very well stay. It could be one of their most profitable stores. I don't know. Bridgewater will definitely stay. That's a decent mall in New Jersey. I can't imagine that not having a Bloomingdale's. But I'm not sure what's going to happen yet with those. Right now, they're not closing, so I'm not even thinking about that. Excuse me. Yeah, we've seen a lot of MTs go away, actually. And for some reason, people like Schindler MTs. Yeah, I literally posted 338 video. It gets like over 500 views. It's insane. Oh, did not want to do that. But yeah, there's literally articles left and right today for Sears and Kmart. So I want to talk about the list. So it's important to talk about this because this is a very major topic. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It does. Definitely. The pandemic accelerated the closing process for Sears and Kmart. Yeah. So I want to go over how the list came to be fruition. So this has pretty much been the pattern for the past 3 to 4 months. So Sears and Kmart stores that were liquidating, it was about 7 of them, finished liquidating on Sunday, January 24th, 2021. Now, a couple days go by, and there was a call last Thursday, believe it or not, which was January 26th or 27th. Trying to think. It was a week. It was approximately 1 week ago today, on Thursday, January 28th, 2021, that there was a call to some of the Kmart and Sears stores that would be closing. And it took about a week to get the list together, and I got the list together today so that everybody knows what stores are closing, when they began liquidation sales, and when they will end liquidation sales. So, yeah, that's why the list is important. So So now those stores will liquidate, and then they'll be done. And then we'll see the next round. So, yeah. If Century 21 stayed open, not Lord & Taylor, Century 21 could have gone off the Bridgewater Commons. It's not the right mall for a Century 21. It amazes me that they went to Morristown, but Bridgewater would have not been the right mall for them. Plus, considering the configuration of that store, I can't imagine a Century 21 going there. Saks would be ideal. I think if Saks Fifth Avenue really wanted a second door in New Jersey that's far enough away from American Dream, I think Bridgewater is the most ideal spot for them. Considering the way that the Lord & Taylor store is configured, Saks Fifth Avenue could do a beautiful 3-level store. Bad news for Edison. Bad news for Edison. There is now 20 COVID cases as of today. I mean, that's not a lot of cases. That's 3 dozen. Yeah, every town has COVID cases. So that's like nothing. I've learned to live with COVID. Is it my favorite thing in the world? No, but I don't really have a choice. It's a global pandemic, unfortunately. Have you heard? Yeah, I've heard about the UK variant. It's scary, but we just got to stay vigilant. No, Saks is with Kone because of Hudson Bay. Although, if Saks and what's it called? If Saks splits from Hudson's Bay, then I don't know who they're going to use. But it would be interesting if they did split from Hudson's Bay. Well, everybody has to wear masks. So, yeah, I hope so too. Because it would really suck if we go into a second lockdown, there's going to be more closures. I mean, Lord & Taylor, Century 21. So, do you think Century? But the problem is with the pen. Yeah, I've learned to live with that, honestly, at this point. I don't really care. Do you think Century 21 would have worked out at Woodbridge Center? No. The reason there was at the time, and this was 2 years ago when Woodbridge Center had every single anchor. It had a Sears, Macy's, Lord & Taylor, JCPenney, and Boscov's, and Dick's Sporting Goods. No, 2 reasons. 1, there's enough department stores in that area, and 2, you had Century 21 just up the road in Elizabeth, New Jersey, at the Mills at Jersey Gardens. I can't imagine them doing a Century 21 there. It's just I don't know. It's not the right mall for them. Staten Island is certainly an exception because that's like the mall on Staten Island, but even that's like I don't know. Woodbridge Center Woodbridge Center would have not been the right mall for that particular store. Chuck E. Cheese closed in Harlem. Why am I not surprised about that? I'm not surprised about that at all. Between the Shane Dawson pizza conspiracy theory, how Chuck E. Cheese apparently, quote unquote, recycles their pizza. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I will never send my kids to Chuck E. Cheese. That's for sure. And the pandemic. So, yeah, no, I'm not surprised that they closed in Harlem. Saks won't go to Roosevelt Field. Primark or Golf Galaxy? Maybe Golf Galaxy or Primark. I'm actually leaning more towards Golf Galaxy because I think Golf Galaxy will want to be in Dick's Sporting Goods because, you could do a Dick's Sporting Goods Golf Galaxy. It could be a really nice store for them, too. Yeah, Harlem is not that great of a neighborhood. I agree. It's not a great neighborhood at all. It's a very sketchy area of New York City. Chuck E. Cheese, yeah. Chuck E. Cheese just sucks at this point now. And, yeah, no, I don't really like yeah, no, Chuck E. Cheese is gross. Huh, funny that I received an email from Broadway Commons and they're doing some Valentine's Day events. I mean, the mall is dead as now, and we all know that they lost the famous 6-story Macy's, used to be Gert Stearns. I don't even know how that mall is doing events. No mall is doing events unless it's a unless it's a socially distanced blood or health drive, something that's like for health. I have not heard a mall event in years. Broadway Commons is essentially a dead mall at this point. I mean, okay, yeah, you have IKEA. Yes, you have Target. And I know Felicia has said it's not a dead mall. It's not a dead mall. Listen, I get it. IKEA and Target are great stores. That's great. But are people going to really go in the mall, or are they just going to go in those stores and then leave? I don't think people are going to go in the mall personally. And here's the scary thing: IKEA closed off their entrance at the Broadway Commons, and not only did IKEA close off their entrance, Target did too. So the interior of the mall structure is essentially dead. The food court's dead. There's stores closing in there. It's a pretty depressing sight. I was there almost a year ago today. Over a year ago today, almost a year ago today, I actually took the train. This was when I was living away at college, and this was before COVID. I actually took the train from my college all the way to Hicksville, and I just remember the mall being really depressing. I was actually almost going to even see a movie there, but I'm like, nah, I had way too much stuff to do for school. I just didn't have time, unfortunately. Billy B's? No, I don't think so. It's too close to I Play America. Yeah, the one at the mall. So yeah, Harlem sucks. I'm sorry, that's not a nice neighborhood in New York City. We don't need a second lockdown in the UK, but the UK, yeah. Um, I don't think we're going to go into a second lockdown. It's unlikely. I would hate to see one personally, because then that's more retail jobs that are going to be gone. But hopefully we don't have to resort back to that again, because that would just be terrible if we had to go back into lockdown. But at this point, the goal is to get people vaccinated and get life back to normal. Yeah, Roosevelt Field, hands down, versus Broadway Commons is the winner. I mean, just the mall structure itself, the stores to visit, and the things to do. Yeah, it's got a movie theater, but it's a much better, cleaner movie theater. Decent department store choices, decent mall store choices, and decent restaurant choices too. And it has a hotel next to it. So there's a lot. The Roosevelt Field Mall has a lot going for it. That is for sure. That Fortnite Simon Cup. Really? Wow. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they held famous events there. Like, it is a very notable property, the Roosevelt Field. It's a pretty famous mall. Dave's Cookies is opening in the former Godiva at Menlo Park. Not surprised. Yeah, we don't need a second lockdown. Period. Absolutely, I 100% agree, because it's really going to hurt businesses. Yep, two great restaurants. We have a Grand Lux Cafe at Westfield Garden State Plaza, and Roosevelt Field has one too. Although we don't have a Seasons 52 up here. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they were opening up there. Ooh, this is a good one. Do you prefer Willowbrook over Bridgewater? So Willowbrook is a little bit of a step down from Bridgewater. The reason why I say that is because it doesn't have the upscale stores like Bridgewater does. Bridgewater is a little bit more upscale, store-wise, restaurant-wise, and clientele-wise. Willowbrook, it's still a nice mall, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly in an upscale area, let's just say, of New Jersey. I do prefer Bridgewater, though, over there. Well, I mean, you can. You just have to, go in while another person's going in. Yes, Justin Bieber was at the Roosevelt Field Mall. I mean, I'm not surprised. Every girl 10 years ago wanted to be him or loved him that much. Is Billy B's? Um, no, Billy B's is not going there. Yeah, yeah, that's just a famous mall. So, anyways. All right, I think that's going to be the last question for tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and that's